speaking of language, why is the choir singing about manna? What is manna anyway? So as you might remember, manna was the food that God provided for the children of Israel when they were in the desert for 40 years, trying to get to the promised land. They complained to God that they were starving, and so he provided this, for the lack of a better word, bread, little bits of bread that would be on the ground in the morning, and they would gather it. If they tried to gather too much for the next day and the next day and the next day, that amount went moldy. They only got enough for each day. Except on the day before the Sabbath. Then they would gather for 2 days because they weren't to work on the Sabbath. So God let them have it for 2 days, and that wouldn't mold. In other words, they were being taught that God would provide their needs, and to rely on God, and believe that he would provide their needs. And as I heard on Christian radio just the other day, God hasn't forgotten the recipe for manna. He still provides for our needs. That's why we're thinking about it. And if you feel like clapping when we clap, we're free to do that too.